Ladies and gentlemen of the press, good afternoon. At the outset, I just want to stress that some people are interpreting the directives that are clear-cut directives coming from the Prime Minister as advices. They are not. They are directives that need to be followed. And we've produced people in court as a result of that today. We'll also be producing in court a man that we had in our custody for posts that have been put up on Facebook. Now there's a shift that they know that we are taking people into custody and investigating people who are posting on social media platforms, that they are passing it on to those overseas. We've reported a particular Sitiveni Qiliho that lives in the US to Facebook representatives who are working on the issue now. We'll come down and aggressively investigate those that are involved in breaking the directives that are there in place. In the case of the Vice Chancellor of University of Fiji, we have taken in the driver. We'll be going for the person who fixed up all the movement, and also the personal assistant who may be involved in working out how this movement was conducted. Let me reiterate again, to follow the directives that have been given. We've seen that in some places, in villages in particular, where gatherings continue, where Yangona drinking is done in big numbers, celebrations of wedding and get-togethers for funeral are still being done in big numbers. And as of this morning, we've sent out some of our officers into those villages to talk to the Turanganikoros and to the particular residents of those villages that have been involved. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Commissioner Semi from Fiji Village. Just a follow-up question on the case with the Vice Chancellor. You said that some people fixed this up. Was this sort of a situation where you're looking at police near the territory of allegedly being bribed?
No.
So would you elaborate on how exactly the Vice Chancellor got past the restrictions? Police officers man those points.
All those will be produced in court, and we don't want to jeopardize that process by divulging too much information.
Just again, Edwin from FBC News. In terms of village gatherings, social settings, and cover sessions, do you have the manpower to be able to police this efficiently? And how do you foresee this going forward? Your men being on the ground visiting these villages, is it a 24-hour operation?
We are working with other government departments, and during meetings today, that has been coordinated, that it has to be a whole of nation approach. It's not just a police responsibility, it's everyone's responsibility. When you see these things, you correct it there and then, and you also report it to us. You're right, we can't be everywhere, but we're working hard to do that, and we're working now with various government departments in addressing that issue and getting the message out.
What about inside Lotoka restricted zone? What do your officers find? Are people largely adhering to the directives? What's the situation on the ground?
Yes, that's right. They're largely adhering to the directives. But like the Honorable Prime Minister has said, there are bad apples around that we have to deal with.
So, Sheldon from Fijian. So there are a few areas where people have actually been allegedly been coming out of Lotoka. Have these areas been identified, and since those areas, since the people have those areas been covered by police?
We said it yesterday. We're working with the military on areas that they are covering. We've extended our seafront patrols right up to the Mpa area and to Port Ndenarau. So we're looking at that. Today we're working with a particular company in putting cameras in some of those areas as well that we cannot cover with visual cover for 24 hours. Yes, ma'am. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, a question for Dr. Alicia.
Can we finish off with me?
Sure. Commissioner, what's the split between police officers and RFMF officers you have in the Lautoka lockdown area at the moment?
Sorry, can you say that again?
The number of RFMF officers and police officers you have on the ground.
I won't be able to tell you the numbers, but we have more than enough people there to deal with the issue.
Good afternoon, it's Christiana from Fiji TV. My question is on, as in crisis like this, the criminal rates is expected to spike up. What are the operational plan that police is undergoing to make sure that people don't are kept in the lockdown areas and are also not exposed to criminal activities? And also, are there plans to monitor these criminal rates so that policymakers in the future will be able to refer back to this experience in the case that we have a pandemic in the future?
Okay, we haven't removed ourselves from our normal duties. We have a current operation to address the peak in criminal activities that we normally have this time during the year. That continues. We continue with our community policing outreach and all other activities of policing. That continues. This is an additional task that has come on that we are doing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.